the reason why these barriers exist in the classroom between teacher, student, professor, pupil, what have you, is because that we're not inviting them in. We're not immersing them with the type of technology, with the cultural environment and ecosystem that they're operating in. We're teaching them from a lens, a perspective that is what we think suits them. Rather than going and reaching them, we're making them come reach us. And it just doesn't work that way. But it was funny, like once I started getting in front of my students and when I mean, think about it. Every time we go to school, every time we go to work, we're giving a public presentation. Every single time we go to class, right? We're basically giving a public presentation, something that most people fear every single time that it even gets mentioned, right? More people would rather be, more people would rather die than get up in front of people and talk. And so I definitely felt that anxiety and I felt that trepidation. I know that might be hard to believe now, but in my young career, when I was a young 27, 28-year-old teaching, I started to discover that I loved it. And I started to become possessed. And I had no control over what was coming out of my mouth. I was moved. I was inspired to talk about the things that mattered to me. And I was lucky enough that it resonated with my students. Of course, I had curriculum and I had lesson plan and I had all this stuff. But anyway, long story short, sorry for monopolizing this. But long story short, teaching chose me. It really chose me. It was nothing that I chose. It really chose me. And thank God it did, because I discovered that that type of medium, that type of platform, if you will, since we're kind of paralleling talking about social media, it was perfect for me. This is what resonated with me. As a matter of fact, I was with a client this morning. I was talking to a client this morning, and she was asking me about, I do career coaching and life coaching on the side as well. I have a business, a digital business that I run, where I help people with their career. I help people with their mindset. I help people with their storytelling. I was with a client this morning.
Just to interrupt you for a second, maybe you can put the link there after the show is over, so everyone can check out the link, so we can know more about you. And if you have students who need career coaching or anyone, please make sure to check out Professor Nez.
Yeah, absolutely. I would be more than honored to do that. I would be more than honored to do that. Yes, I will definitely do that after the broadcast is finished. So thank you, by the way. And also, so she was asking me, what was the moment where you kind of decided that education, was a real thing to you and that was something that you wanted to do, or who inspired you to go into education? And I was always inspired by the professors. And I got to be honest, it was only a handful. I was always inspired by the professors who showed me how the material applied to the real world. Now, I'm not saying that the classroom is not the real world. I don't want to say that by any means. But let's be honest. I mean, if we're really being honest, most higher institutions, and for that matter, lower institutions, secondary and grammar school and high school, they just don't map to the real world. They just don't relate. The relevancy is so disparate. David, I know Dr. Halsmer, and David was on my show, and we both love David. We had a great conversation about this mentality. It's a 400-year-old type of thinking that it's like the dinosaurs are running the asylum. Is like what I like to say. The dinosaurs are running the show, and they don't really see. They're not observant enough. They're not understanding that the reason why these barriers exist in the classroom between teacher, student, professor, pupil, what have you, is because that we're not inviting them in. We're not immersing them with the type of technology, with the cultural environment and ecosystem that they're operating in. We're teaching them from a lens, a perspective that is what we think suits them. Rather than going and reaching them, we're making them come reach us. And it just doesn't work that way. So the type of professors that always reached me and really dug deep into my heart and pulled out my best were the professors who showed me why geometry matters in the real world, why physics is a beautiful dance, Why music, humanities, art, culture, critical thinking, philosophy? Why these pursuits are the pillars of life, right? Mm-hmm. They build the foundation for you to build your family, your life, your personal, your professional life. Who are you as a human being? So, you know, that was my impetus. My impetus was, you know, I honestly, you might find this appalling. A lot of professors disagree with me. I don't give a rat's ass about grades. I don't care about grades. I really honestly don't care about grades. I don't care about numerical values. I don't care about little letters on pieces of paper. What I care more about than anything, is when you leave Professor Nez's class, you can apply the stuff we talk about and discuss today, right now, not tomorrow, not 4 years from now, not after you graduate, but today. Otherwise, it's going to go in one ear and out the other. Gone. I don't want that. We've all taken classes that went in one ear and out the other and brought zero value to our lives. Oh, I got to take that stupid English class. Oh, I got to take that stupid auto class. Or, oh, I got to take that dumb elective. Or, oh, I got to fulfill this. I don't ever want my class to feel that way. And every professor, there's so many great professors out there. There's so many great teachers out there. And they deserve attention and they should be given autonomy, especially the younger ones who are out there trying to really be relevant. I hope that makes sense.